I would suggest start on a paper trade. Start testing your strategies. Read a lot of information of how trading has to be done before you put your own money first. Because when you are reading, you are getting a lot of ideas in your mind. You want to test them out. You test them on paper. When you're testing them on paper, yes, you're doing a paper trade. That you will say, all right, I'm watching the market. I have bought this script at this particular rate, at this particular time, and in this particular quantity. All right. Then I have set myself my own stop losses. I have set myself my own targets. And depending upon my loss, my target from the point of my entry, I will decide my risk and my reward. My stop loss is my risk. That means if I have invested about 1,000 rupees and I'm willing to lose 100 rupees, my risk is 100 rupees. But my reward, my target should be 200 or 250 or 300. So in the risk reward ratio, in the market parlance, we call it 1 is to 2.5 if your reward is 250 rupees, or 1 is to 3 if your reward is 300 rupees. 100 rupee loss, 300 rupees target, risk reward is 1 is to 3. Now trading is all about a game of probabilities. If you are thinking that the market is going up and you are buying a script or buying a share or buying an index, somebody is selling it to you thinking that the market is going to go down. Now, if the market moves up, you were right. If the market moves down, you were wrong. It's a game of probabilities. So you have to work on your own judgment. Why do you think you are probably more right than the person whom you are trading with or buying or selling your script from? That is primarily the whole game. A game of probabilities and keeping your books clean and square in profit whenever possible. All right. Now, initially, when you're starting off, Akif, I would suggest you work on small quantities and blue chip companies because that is where liquidity is seen in these stocks. A blue chip stock would be something in Indian markets, something which is 100 rupees plus for a traded value, and which has at least about 5 lakh worth of shares or 5 lakh shares traded on a daily basis. That means in case if you buy 100, you will not find it difficult to liquidate what you're holding at any point of time. But assumingly you buy a share which is worth about 2 rupees or 1 rupee and you buy about 10,000 shares, and the quantity of trade in the day for that script or that counter is just 15,000. So when will you sell your 10,000 share quantity? The liquidity is very low. But if the same share, the liquidity on the counter is about 10 lakhs. So your 10,000 shares or 1,000 shares will be negligible in the pool. You will easily buy and sell that share. So which is why liquidity has to be checked, your valuation has to be checked, and you always trade in small amounts to first test your waters. You should always first start trading with a capital that even if you lose the full capital, it should not hurt you. Ideally, I would never want you to lose the capital, but that should be your attitude. That even if I start investing with 10,000 rupees, tomorrow, even if 10,000 is lost by me, it should not hurt me in terms of was I don't know how will I survive for the full month. No, then don't invest 10,000 rupees. Then invest only 1,000 rupees. So your investment parameters will change accordingly. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
As you keep studying and reading, you will realize you have a lot of strategies which you can use to buy a stock. But that is at a later stage. Once you start trading and you start working on it, then I can tell you how you can use it. I could teach you iCharts just now, an Indian site which is free of cost. If it helps you, I don't mind. I can take it up right now only. Akif, any questions? Ask right now.
No, sir, no question.
No questions.
Please continue, sir.
All right. One most important factor in trading is your price. The stock price is of paramount importance. you have to learn to study the price patterns. Advanced trainers, advanced traders will play on price and play on volume. All right. Now, there is something called moving averages, which are there depending upon the price of that share over a period of 5 days, 7 days, 15 days, 20 days, 50 days, 100 days, 200 days. Now, normally in Indian markets or normally in every market, a 200-day moving average is the average price of the share over the past 1 year. As they say that you have 365 days in a year, right? And you have 52 weeks in 1 year. So when you take a 52-week period, you have 5 working days per week. So you, in actual effect, you have about 250 maximum days of trading available to you in 1 year. Remove another about 20-30 working days as holidays or any reason why the stock markets were shut down. That gives you about 220 trading days in 1 year. So a 200-day moving average would always be talking to you about an average price of a share over the past 1 year. Clear?
Yep.
Similarly, you have a 100-day moving average, which talks of 6 months. You have a 50-day moving average, which talks of 3 months. A 20-day moving average, which is a 1 month. A 5-day moving average, which is a 1 week. Now, a lot of professional traders, Raj, this goes for you if you want to pick up a swing trade, would look at the way moving averages are moving. If my 5-day moving average moves from below a 200-day moving average and cuts through a 200-day moving average, it means that script, that counter has just started a positive move and has moved into a 200-day moving average. So as it keeps climbing up further, the direction it will take is it will cut first 200, then cut the 100, then cut the 50, and then cut the 20. All right. Now, when a 20-day moving average cuts a 50-day moving average from below, it is called a golden crossover. That means that counter or that share or that company, the price has now got momentum and has moved from into a greener territory from a 3-month moving average. So he will tend to move towards his 20-day moving average and then go further up. So you would tend to buy when a share is cutting, when the price moves from below a 50-day moving average to a 20-day moving average, moves in from below a 50-day moving average, you get a golden crossover. So you tend to buy when you get a golden crossover. Similarly, if the price is coming down and a 20-day moving average cuts into a 50-day moving average from top to down, it is becoming weak. Now that is called a dead cross. That means it is now going to fall further. It's becoming weak. So I would sell if I see that crossover. Now I'm just giving this to you. I don't know if you can get this, understand this very easily now or not. Or are you understanding this?
Maybe if you can take example of this Bank Nifty and show on the graph with these examples, it might be easier to understand.
All right. Can you open the chart?
Yeah.
All right. Now this is the site, icharts.in. It's a free site. This is primarily meant for India market. Now in this, you can go into either charts or you can go into screeners. If you go into charts, just charts.
Yeah.
In the chart, come lower down.
Yeah.
And your EMAs are 20 and 50. Lovely.
20, 50 and 200.
Great.
So this red is EMA 20, blue is EMA 50 and
50.
green is EMA 200.
Green is EMA 200. All right. Now, can you zoom into the charts where they are cutting across from top to bottom? All right. Now, what happens is, now when the EMA 20 has crossed EMA 50 and from top to bottom, it's a dead cross. Now, look at the way it started falling. What was the rate at which it crossed? It crossed at the rate of almost about 12,090.
Yeah.
See the way it fell down. Straight fall. and then it moved up, and again the golden crossover happened over here, exactly here. What is the rate now?
10,326.
That's it. So you got how many points fall before you could buy back?
Almost 1,700.
So that is the advantage. And in what duration?
So this was on 20th of February, and it started picking up in June 8th. So which is like under 4 months.
In under 4 months, you had 1,700 points of Bank Nifty. Multiply that by 25, which is one lot of Bank Nifty, and that gives you the earning in just one Bank Nifty.